Welcome everybody. The chair of wrestling therapy has been filled. I am back with a previous guest. Excuse me. Please reintroduce yourself, sir, and welcome to wrestling therapy.
Hey everybody, and my pleasure to be back on. My name is Soul Rising, and I go by that username over on TikTok and YouTube. So go check me out.
Yes, yes. Now I know you. The last time we spoke, we had a conversation about Sami Zayn, how I felt he should be El Generico, and you are happy with the current direction of Sammy. And since we spoke last,
Yes.
there's been updates. Sammy has gone to SmackDown, and spoiler alert if you haven't watched SmackDown yet, Sami Zayn is the new United States champion. How are you feeling about this?
So I kind of wanted to first say about they did my boy Solo dirty with this whole title reign. I was not happy about that at all, to be honest, and I wish there was a different way that Sammy was the U.S. Championship that highlighted Solo Sokoa because I feel like Solo got buried by Sammy. I think that's my hot take about this thing. I'm very happy that Sami Zayn's the title holder. Very happy about it, and very happy to see what's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna be in a different direction than the underdog because obviously he's the champion. He's gonna be the one, defending the championship. So he has to back up his whole, "I am the dude. I am that man. I am the person to defend this championship." So I think it's gonna force Sami Zayn to get out of that underdog type of storyline, which a lot of people are unhappy about. I don't know if Sami Zayn's character is tainted by the whole underdog thing. In terms of not a lot of people are going to get behind him in this new story, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm very happy and very excited to see Sami Zayn defend this championship. I'd love to see Sami Zayn have an open challenge and highlight different talent to kind of show and kind of help put over talent, but also have him still retain the championship if that makes sense. Because that can still happen. Have the opponent have a strong showing against the person. Have a lot of close finishes, but um, I hope that's what happens. But yeah,
Who would you
very
like to
happy.
see him face as champion?
Um, I mean, so he's on SmackDown. So, if we're talking from NXT, it would be cool to see an Ethan Page come on up, and have a match against Sami Zayn. I feel like them two would have a really good match.
Canada
I
versus
think that would
Canada.
be fantastic. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that. Okay, Canada. I forgot either of is from Canada. That would be a really good match to highlight and have ooh, dream booking would be them two having a championship match, an open challenge, surprise in Canada in Montreal or Toronto or something like that. That would be really cool. Um, let's see. Javon Evans from NXT would be a really cool. I think Sami Zayn and Javon Evans would have a really cool match. Have a lot of chemistry. A lot of close finishes too. Um, if they really wanted to have Sami Zayn have another challenge against the new bloodline, then I would have him defend the championship against Tonga or Jeff Cobb. One of them two. Not have Solo kind of re-challenge for it to kind of have him return back to a manager type of thing, and have Jeff Cobb be the new championship to help him put him over, and have him help him have a singles run if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yeah,
would be really cool.
yeah. My stance on Sammy hasn't changed. I think it would have been even cooler if he was El Generico and he had won the U.S. title. I think that would have been cool. Uh,
That would have been cool too.
Solo is the worst United States champion, and I'm a Solo fan. And I like Solo, but he was the worst United States champion. ever.
Dude, that's crazy. My boy a
Ever.
solo fan.
I mean, look at the what has he done with the title that was like, oh man, this was a good match.
No fun. Okay,
But what about wins?
I.
He lost like every match
Hmm.
he had with the US title, except the way he beat Fatu in the cage. He lost every match. It was pinned.
Which didn't make sense.
Right. And he was pinned in tag matches.
Oh.
He was pinned. Like he was the definition of a transitional champion. Like this guy had nothing
I
going.
was about to say that same shit.
It was rough for Solo.
Oh, that's so funny.
Um,
R.I.P. Do you think he's buried?
is absolutely buried. I thought
Oh
Solo was
wow.
gonna win by maybe like outside interference or something like that. I'm like, okay, keep the belt on him, give him a win against Sammy. He lost every match he had with Sammy, which was like three. He lost
Mm.
every match and was pinned in every single match. That is buried, super buried. That's like Austin Theory buried right now.
Yep.
Um, Tomorrow or
Jesus
whatever
Christ.
day,
I don't know how he's gonna recover.
he's not. He's not. He needed a respectable showing. He didn't even get that. He got Sami Zayn buried Solo Sokoa, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. Um.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, on SmackDown we also had a tag team no more contenders match. Mellow Dope Miz versus Street Profits. Winners get a match at Clash in Paris, which would be our fifth match, I believe, for that show.
Mm.
Um, I thought Mellow and Miz were going to win that match. Do you think with the Street Profits winning, this could lead to a split of the Profits?
Oh, because I was about to say, like, I don't think that the Wyatt Six is gonna lose. I think the Wyatt Six is gonna win. Maybe because, like, I think Montez Ford would be a fantastic heel, and Angelo Dawkins would be a really great babyface. Like, I think that would be a really good story to tell to kind of fill different matches as well into different PLEs and different cards too. Because like at the end of the day, they need something to kind of carry into like Royal Rumble because like this is like the dead season of WWE where like not that much happens. Like you can kind of get away with like skipping a Raw, skipping a SmackDown because like not that much storyline happens. Not like the big storylines going into Royal Rumble, WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, to fill different matches, they could have, a really good breakup storyline with like a really beloved tag team because they said for like 8 years they've been together for 8 years. So like I think if they developed it and had a lot of effort into the storyline, I think it could highlight, especially a lot of black talent because like I was talking with my pops. There not that much black talent's been like highlighted that much, recently. And so like having a lot of that representation with a breakup storyline of Street Profits would be really cool.
Yeah. I think if you did that, kind of gives you another, like you kind of reiterating, it gives you a different body to work with on the mid card to upper level division because you have Ford on Raw, excuse me, Raw or SmackDown, and him and Sammy can have a pretty good series of matches for the United States title. Um, I feel like Montez
Hmm.
Ford is a future WWE World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Undisputed Champion. He has charisma, he has the talent, he has the
I
booking
agree.
ability. I don't see why he couldn't. They've had worse as world champions. Great comment, but you know,
Hmm.
it is what it is.
Jack Swagger.
Ah, yeah. He just retired from wrestling.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, and then dude, he has a trucking business now out of all things. I'm like, interesting. Okay, all right, but go off, King. I see
Yeah,
you.
dude,
Get that bag, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna be mad if somebody try to get it back. So you're picking the
Yes,
Wyatt
sir.
match.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Um, I agree. I'm also gonna go with the Wyatts. Next, we got a good old fashioned Donnybrook match. We have Rusev versus Sheamus. This has been a 1-1 series. This would be the rubber match of this. What is your thoughts on this build, and who do you think is going to
I think um Sheamus is one of those wrestlers where you can count on him of having fantastic banger matches and still have him be put over. You know, he's like at the twilight of his career where he's going to start be putting over talent, in a really good way. In having like 30-minute matches. 20-minute to 30-minute matches. I love Sheamus's matches. I think he's very underrated. I think this is gonna steal the show, to be honest. I think if they highlight and tell fantastic and have like a really great story leading into it, I think this can potentially steal the show because of Sheamus. I really do believe so. Um, I think it will lead to Rusev being put over and Rusev winning. I think that's what's going to happen. Because if they're wanting to have Rusev to be the redeemer, like he did in AEW, I didn't really see too much of that, but like his character is really cool. Um, they need to have him beat Sheamus, not in like a convincing way. Um, have like a really long, close finishes, and at the end of the day, have Rusev win and to have Rusev be one of the top heels the world heavyweight going into the world heavyweight title scene, maybe, or even the mid card even more so, because Dominic Mysterio's the title. Ooh, okay, yeah, I think Dominic Mysterio is gonna lose the title on Monday. We'll talk
whoa,
about that maybe, I don't know.
whoa, whoa,
um
whoa, whoa?
Leading into AJ Styles.
First of all, sir, you shall address the greatest intercontinental champion ever, Dirty Dom, and the greatest Mysterio ever, Dirty Dom Mysterio, sir. Okay, put some respect
I love my boy. I
on
love
the
him.
Dom. Okay, we can talk about that match. We can talk about it now if you want. I'm also picking Rusev.
Sure. I hate that it's not on the card.
Why?
It's because in I'm happy that you're taking Rusev too. By the way, I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I watch wrestling.
um, I I feel yeah, I watch wrestling. Um, because like it would have been a great thing to have, because like here's the thing. Dominic Mysterio is like one of those heels where he's just fucking popular with the crowd. He's like Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day, you know? When Darren gives one of the heel runs, he was still popular with the crowd, getting crazy pops and everything too. So like I think it would have been really good and really memorable to have Dominic Mysterio get that really memorable pop in Paris, because the crowd's gonna be hot regardless. But then also AJ Styles had that insane pop. He's a babyface now, so he can like enjoy that crowd instead of like selling his heel work back in the match with Cody. So that's what I would like to see. That would have been really cool to see. But unfortunately, you know, as much as I love Dominic, he's my boy. He is the greatest Mysterio. I agree.
All right,
I agree
okay,
with you.
okay,
I'm
all
on
right,
that boat
all
with
right,
you, my boy. I'm
all
on that
right,
boat. Yes, sir. We're on the same boat. We're on
all
the
right,
same
all right.
boat.
Fair enough.
I unfortunately think that AJ's gonna win, and I don't think we're gonna see a double champ Dom. I unfortunately don't think that.
That see. I'm torn because I like all participants. I enjoyed this feud, minus the screw job at Triple A of Dom. But I would if Dom is to lose the IC title, then I will hope he's going to win the Triple A World title.
Me
That's
too.
that's my hope for it. Because just for AJ to win it, unless AJ is going to be a transitional and drop it to like a Rusev, like we spoke about earlier, or
Hmm.
maybe it's Cena. I mean, Cena's never won the IC title, so you could get Cena AJ
Oh, that would be cool.
for the title. But I'm going to stick
Hmm.
to the greatest Mysterio retaining his title. I'm gonna stand on that island there. There's actually 6 matches for Clash, I think, because we also have the
Yes,
OTC Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, the shoe thief, the shoe falafel king, Bronson Reed.
the
What are your
Shufala.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on this and who wins?
Um, if they were smart, because I'm not buying division. I'm not buying it. I see, and this will connect. Let me cook real quick. Let me cook. I'm not buying division. The best part of the vision is Braun Breaker, and I think they're doing him dirty, by kind of making him like the hothead stupid dude. Like that's like the trope, and I don't like that. Like make him smart. If they really want him to like be like a really great character, give him smarts, let him be smart. Anyways, like I don't really like Seth as the champion, like, and I'm not really buying Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. I'm not buying it either. Like I think it's a really weird pairing, um, um, because like Seth can talk, and so like when Seth is talking, I don't know why Paul Heyman's there, and then like. I'm very happy with where the story is with the Shula Fala. I think that shit's fucking hilarious. I love it. I think it's great. Leading into this match, I think it's important to put over Bronson Reed. I think it's going to be Bronson Reed winning because um um if they want to cement him and have him be like the monster that he is, we know that he can perform in the ring, but like we need to buy his character. We need to buy him as a character. We need to have his character back up his actions in the ring. And how we have him do that is to have him beat up and have him go crazy against Roman Reigns. So I think Bronson Reed is winning, but also because Roman Reigns is filming the Street Fighter movie, and so like I think I think the timing is right for Roman to lose so he can take his break to film that movie.
I do not disagree with anything that you said. Everything you said is absolutely correct. Bronson should win this match, but I don't think that's the match that they're trying to build to ultimately with Roman Reigns. Um, I think ultimately they're going to do Braun Breaker and Roman as their big match, whether it's Survivor Series, maybe even WrestlePalooza. Um, I feel like that's a match they want to explore before they do Roman, and I think Braun would
Mhm.
actually win that match against Roman Reigns. I'm going to pick Roman to win this match because it's Roman. But my question: do you think either
Mhm.
during this match or I guess the main event, the Fatal 4 Way, there will be another member revealed?
Oh, um, no, I don't think so. I think if they added another member, then that would just add too much for them to. Like if they're going to add a new member, they have to add a member that like is going to hit it out of the park. Because like if we just have another character that just kind of like stands there, then like it's not really gonna do anything, you know? And so like personally, no, I don't think we're gonna see another character reveal. I hope they just focus on like, what they already have. But if they do, it would be cool to see Austin Theory be that person.
Theater would be interesting. Um, I wouldn't mind a Tony D'Angelo. It's a
Oh, that would be
really fun
great
guy.
too.
Um, or I mean, if you want to get fun with it, you could do a Dragonoff. Bring Dragonoff back, and he could be
Mm.
as a heel part of the Vision. I mean, he kind of fits the thing. Wears the suit, wears the really nice suits and stuff like that, and kind of reintroduce him to the WWE universe. And he could have some really good matches like AJ. Because if you imagine, let's say you do bring in Dragonoff, right? And you get Dragonoff versus AJ. Let's just say by
Uh
some
huh.
miracle, AJ Styles cheats and beats Dom. Well, you can have Dragonoff beat AJ Styles, have Bronson and Braun win the tag titles. They'll have all the belts. Plus his
And
wife.
that would
Plus
be
his
great.
wife.
And Ilya would cook with that.
Just a food for thought.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Speaking of his wife,
No, I'd never thought about Ilya like being that. Uh huh.
it's something different.
Mm-hmm.
Ilias, it's something different. He's been gone for a while. Like you feel like he should be back any time now.
I think so.
Imagine it like a Dragunov versus Rusev match. Oh, that'd be good.
I think that would be like the if they play that match stiff, that match would go crazy because both wrestlers can take a fucking beating, you know? Like for real. Like if they turn this into like a for real like fucking fight or like lay the chops stiff and do like the suplexes stiff and hit like that would be great. I agree. I love those type of matches.
That's what I expect Rusev and Sheamus to be. I mean, they're not gonna
Me too.
they're not gonna pussyfoot around each other. They're gonna hit each other and probably have a beer afterwards, more than likely.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Seth Rollins' hot wife, the Mon Becky Lynch will be defending her women's intercontinental championship against Nikki Bella. What are your first thoughts when you saw this, and have they changed till now? And your prediction?
So the only reason why I'm liking this feud is because of the face-to-face action they got going on. Like if they were just kind of like talking a promo to the crowd about each other, I would not be liking this feud and I would not be like behind it. But like when they are like in the ring, they surprisingly have really good chemistry like with the promos, like surprisingly they can bounce off really well with each other. I'm very happy about that. But like I'm one of those people that's like this Intercontinental Championship women's is fantastic, great. I love between the two championships. This is obviously the better booked one between the two because Becky Lynch is holding the title, putting over the title. But in what you need to put over the title as well is to have great defenders and have great people going after the title, have Hall of Famers go after the title. And so having Nikki Bella being a WWE Hall of Famer going after this title, it kind of makes it important. It kind of makes it like another important title, makes it like, okay, not just mid quarters and not like people that are not really popular with the crowd as yet are going to go for the title, but also like Hall of Famers are going to go for the title, which makes it important, which also puts over the title. So I think that Becky Lynch is at the end of the day going to win, but I think this is going to be a great match for the title and cement its legacy a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. When I saw this match initially, I was like, I'm not too fond of this, but I warmed up to it. I am looking forward to this match. I do think Becky is going to win. Um, the question is, who does she face after that? Because initially I was going to say probably
Natalia,
Bailey. She just beat Natalia. She just beat Natalia like 2, 3 weeks
she
ago.
did.
I was gonna say Bailey, but it looks like Bailey is going through a metamorphosis, and it looks like her and Lyra are going to be doing the things, which cancels Lyra out because she can't challenge for the title. So I, I'm not sure who Becky will face next. They that's a face.
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, I mean her booking's been shit though. I mean
That's fucking true.
her. You know what? I got a name. Lash Legend or Jada Parker. It's somebody different. They don't have to
Dude,
win.
okay. Yeah.
They don't need to win the belt, but just having a month, 2 month feud with Becky would help their careers out immensely.
Mhm. Mhm. This is a side quest. This match is a side quest for Becky ultimately. Like this isn't like something she's gonna put a lot of effort into in a lot of they're not gonna put a lot of production into this match. I think this is gonna be like a one and done deal, especially going to Clash in Paris. I don't think this is gonna be like a trilogy or anything like that. So I think Becky's gonna win.
I agree. Um, Now I guess
You know.
one of you could say the next match is one of the main events. I'm not sure which one is actually going to be the main event, but we got the Maverick Logan Paul versus never seen
Uh,
17
oh,
John Cena. Um, I am going to pick Logan Paul. What about you?
me too. Unfortunately. I don't like Logan Paul at all. He's a great wrestler. Like, I'm not taking away what he can do in the ring. He's fantastic at what he does. Really great performer, fantastic heel work. Like, he can take to the business in a really great fashion. He's great. As a person, dog shit, dog. Awful person. Not good person.
Fair.
Don't like him. Um, and so like leading into this match, wasn't really excited because that like storyline it didn't really make sense either because like they had a tag team and now they're facing each other. I think they just needed a match for John Cena to have at Clash in Paris. I think ultimately Logan Paul's gonna win by distraction of Brock Lesnar.
I agree with the reasoning. And I had this conversation yesterday on the last episode. Um, a John Cena win does nothing for John Cena. It does not help John
Mm-hmm.
Cena at all. It doesn't propel anything for the future for John Cena. It does nothing. A win for Logan Paul
Mm-hmm.
propels it way further in the future because Logan Paul is going to be here when Cena leaves. Logan Paul can say, "Hey, I beat
Yep.
in a year. I beat AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and John Cena in a year." I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the promo already. And Cena
Mm-hmm.
losing to Logan Paul doesn't hurt Cena, especially because of Brock. Okay, yeah, Brock Lesnar screwed him over. Nah, whatever. It's John Cena. You're still gonna love him. or hate him, whatever, however you feel about him, I guess.
Hmm.
And then we have I guess the other potential main event. We have Seth freaking Rollins, your boy, defending the World Heavyweight Championship against main event Jay Uso, CM Punk, and LA Knight. Yeah. Who wins? Who takes the fall?
Yeah. I hate it. I hate this match so much. I hate it. I hate it because they're obviously, because they're not gonna pin Jey Uso, obviously, because he's great with the crowd, and they're not gonna put his ass. No, that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna have Seth lose. They're not gonna have him lose the title, so he's obviously gonna retain. They're not gonna have CM Punk take the pin at all. So they're doing my boy LA Knight so dirty, dude. Like, and it makes me so sad because LA Knight's one of my favorite wrestlers on Raw. I love LA Knight. LA Knight's so fun to watch. I think he's great in the ring. I think his promos are fucking great and fantastic. I am very entertained when I see LA Knight on my screen. Um, and so it just makes me sad that he just kind of got moved to Raw to take the pin in this match. Um, unless they're gonna have him um have a match against other mid carders such as like Rusev, or go for the Intercontinental Championship first to help him, have like a side quest if they're ever gonna put the title on him. I hope they do, but um, Seth is gonna win by pinning LA Knight.
Yeah, I agree because this kind of leads into the next part of the conversation. I think they're building Seth and CM Punk at WrestlePalooza for the world title, and I don't see Punk taking another pin to Seth right. I mean, consecutively. Um, the positive for LA Knight is if he does get pinned, he could say, "Well, me and Seth are 1-1, and I want another shot at that world title." That you I mean you could do that at WrestlePalooza as well, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, but speaking of WrestlePalooza, it's the first PLE of WWE under the ESPN banner. 30 Bones. We don't have ESPN. Um, predict 5 matches. You don't need to pick a winner. Just 5 matches for WrestlePalooza. And what are your thoughts about the move to ESPN?
Um, so match number one is going to be Brock Lesnar and John Cena. They obviously need to have a match that's gonna take the eyes off of AEW all out. Like they need one of those matches that's gonna be like, okay, I need to stop watching All Out so I can tune into WrestlePalooza. Like they need to have one of those matches. Or a couple of those matches if they're wanting to compete to AEW's like second or third most popular PLE or pay per view. So Brock Lesnar and John Cena. As you said, and I wasn't even thinking about this. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. That's gonna be another match probably. And have Seth Rollins win against CM Punk, and have Seth Rollins win that. Um, if they're wanting to, they need to have Sami Zayn on the card and have him start, having the U.S. Championship be another one of those believable championships. Because like the U.S. Championship is in such an awful place. It's not in a great place. Comparing the two mid card championships, it's not doing that hot at all. So
It's
like
worse.
Sami Zayn needs to start having matches. So Sami Zayn versus what was that?
It's gotten worse.
It's got really bad. Like it's awful, man. It's not in a good place. So Sami Zayn versus would be a good heel for him to have a good match against. Sami Zayn versus maybe a Rusev. No, Rusev is on Raw. Sami Zayn's on SmackDown. I don't know, man. Who can they book against Sami Zayn?
Aleister Black.
What do you think?
Aleister Black.
Okay, yeah, yeah, probably. If yeah, Aleister Black,
The Miz.
Sami Zayn versus Aleister Black. If yeah, because like they're not. I don't think the Miz would be a good championship for that. I don't think so. I think Aleister Black. I think that's a good match. Sami Zayn versus Aleister Black. I think they could really cook in the ring. Their styles match really well. Their wrestling styles. I think that would be a good championship match.
Okay,
Um,
that's three.
if we're talking about women, if we're talking about women, I would do the Secret Hervis versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They're obviously developing that story. I know they're having a match coming up here soon. If they're gonna be doing a storyline with that, I would obviously have Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair win that match and have that match on WrestlePalooza. If they're gonna have another women's match, that would be a good match to see. There's not that many women's tag teams to really pick from, so they have to like go somewhere with that. Develop that tag team titles. Um,
One more.
uh, probably if they can tell a really good story. Um, a heel Julia versus because Jade is already having a match against Tiffany. No, probably that one. Jade and Tiffany at WrestlePalooza. I think that's probably going to be the match.
I'll give you one more because since this PLE has six, they're probably going to do six on WrestlePalooza. So you got one more.
Do they do which mid card championship do they do? I don't think they're gonna have the intercontinental on men's intercontinental on there. I don't think they're gonna have the women's intercontinental. They're probably gonna have whoever the championship is on Raw for the women's heavyweight title against Stephanie Vaquero. That's probably what they're gonna have as the sixth championship match.
Okay. Mine is a little out there. I am going to have Penta, Ray Phoenix, and Andrade versus the New Day, the six-man tag. Um,
Hmm.
I will do Stephanie Velcro, according to Naomi. Um, I will have her versus mm, Bianca for the title.
Okay.
I would do Seth versus Punk for the title. Drew versus Randy versus Cody for the undisputed title.
Hmm.
And I will do the last. Yeah, probably Jade and Tiffany.
I hope Jade wins that.
She should have won it at SummerSlam.
Fucking for real. Don't know what the fuck they were doing with that.
Um, as we wrap, we're gonna go through the champions of Raw and SmackDown. I want you to predict who is going to be the champion who is going to dethrone that current champion. Let's start with Sami Zayn. Who do you think will beat Sami Zayn for the title?
Um, I think they will do. Carmelo Hayes.
Okay, okay. Who do you think is going to take the women's United States Championship?
If they have Tiffany retain Jade,
Okay, that's okay. I do like the prospect of Jade. Who is going to take the SmackDown Tag Team Championships from the Wyatts?
Rey Fenix and Penta.
Ooh, interesting. Because they're brothers. Ooh, I like. Okay, I like that. I like that thought process. That's a good one. Okay. Who is going to take the Raw Tag Team Championships from the Judgment Day? Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
The Bronze.
Who is going to take the Women's Intercontinental Championship from the Man? Becky Lynch.
If they're going to, I would do um someone from NXT. Lash Legend.
Pick. Who is going to take the Women's Tag Team Championships from Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss?
Yeah. Hi, Miss Carol. Hi. Give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right with you. I'm on the phone, okay? Yes. Coming in. Oh, of course. Yes. Come on in. Yes. Thanks. Of course. I will do. Hey,
Yes.
yes.
Yours this afternoon. I'm just coming to pay Chloe a visit
Of course.
to have
Yes.
lunch.
I got you.
Some. Okay.
Of course. I'll be coming out to visit with you here shortly,
You
okay?
don't have to.
I know. I got you.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay.
Um, I will do. Let's see. Let's see. This one's hard to even tell too. Um, the Secret Harvest would be fun.
Okay.
The Secret Harvest would be fun.
Okay.
Because just because they're a comedic tag team.
I love Chelsea. We'll run through this one. The Intercontinental Championship, the greatest Mysterio ever, the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever, Dirty Dom Mysterio.
AJ.
All right. The World Heavyweight Championship, the Vision, Seth Rollins.
Um, Out there, LA Knight.
And last one, the Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes.
Gunther.
Oh, okay, I like that. Okay. Well, I know you have to go, so I thank you, sir. Next time we could do who should be traded to Raw and SmackDown as a fun little game. Anything else you'd like to say before you go?
Yes, sir. No, sir. I think we're all set to go. Thank you for having me on, my man.
Thank you. You have a great day, sir.
You as well, boss. Take it easy.